I want you to picture something for a second. A creator filming from their bedroom, their kitchen, wherever they could set up a camera and a ring light or a studio light. That used to be the ceiling. That used to be as big as it got. Now, picture that same kind of creator standing pitch side at the World Cup with press credentials, behind the scenes access, and a match streamed globally with their name on it. That's not hypothetical. That's happening right now, this month, in real time. And I want to break down exactly what this means because this isn't a football story. This is the clearest evidence I've seen yet of where the creator economy is actually heading. So hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sindy Akpolo. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about how the creator economy stepped onto the world's biggest stage in real time. If that sounds like something you're most interested in watching or you would love to hear, then make sure to click the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel for more information or videos like this. Turn on the post notification bell to get notified whenever I upload or post new content like this. Give this video a like and let's get into it. You see, for years, the deal was simple. Broadcasters got the rights. Creators got to react to whatever the broadcasters put out. You'd watch the highlights on television, then go online to watch someone else's reaction to those same highlights. Creators were always one step removed from the actual events. That structure just broke. And for the first time in a tournament's history, a group of creators were given the same tier of access that used to be reserved exclusively to accredited broadcast media. Stadium access, sideline access, behind the scenes footage from bus arrivals to training sessions. The kind of access you needed an actual broadcast contract to get not that long ago. And it wasn't a handful of creators slipped in quietly. It was coordinated, official rollout. A genuinely international group spanning more than a dozen countries and continents, handpicked specifically to cover the tournament from the ground up. And this is the part I want you to actually absorb. This wasn't creators finding a clever way to get into the room. The room was built with them already inside it. Here is a shift I keep coming back to. For most of these creators' careers, their stage was small. A phone screen, a living room, a ring light in the corner of a bedroom. Now, that same energy, the personalities, the same style of content people were used to watching in a much smaller, more casual setting is placed on one of the biggest stages that exist in global entertainment. An exhibition match streamed globally for free with legendary football figures involved as coaches in the middle of one of the most watched sporting events on the planet. Now, that's not a small jump. That's the equivalent of someone going from filming in their bedroom to headlining a stage that used to exclusively belong to institution decades in the making. And it happened not because creators forced their way in, but because the institution decided that's where its audience already was. This is the point people miss when they talk about this like it's just a fun crossover moment. The creators didn't force this opportunity into existence. The opportunity was built and handed to them because the numbers made it undeniable. Younger audiences don't experience cultural moments through a television screen the way previous generations did. They experience them through a feed, through a creator's perspective, through commentary and reaction happening in real time alongside the event itself. When the majority of an audience already engages that way, the institution eventually has no choice but to build around that behavior instead of fighting it. That's the actual headline here. It's not creators got invited to the World Cup. Is one of the most traditional historical institutions in global sports looked at where its own audience already was and restructured its entire media approach around that reality. Now, why does this matter if you're not into football and you're never getting anywhere near a stadium credential? Because this is a signal, not an isolated event. When an institution this size, this traditional, this protective of its own image, restructures itself around creators instead of around broadcasters, that tells you exactly where the wider industry is heading. Award shows, product launches, elections, award ceremonies, all of it is moving in the same direction. Some faster than the other, but all pointed the same way. The pattern is this. Access that used to be locked behind decades of institutional relationships is increasingly being handed to individuals who've built direct trust with an audience instead. Not because those individuals asked for it, but because trust has quietly become more valuable to these institutions than the traditional gatekeeping ever was. So here is what I think is the most underrated part of all of this. This didn't happen because creators became more like broadcasters. It happened because institutions realized broadcasters were less able to reach the audience creators already had. That's a complete reversal of how this relationship used to work. It used to be creators try to earn legitimacy by getting close to institutions. Now, institutions are trying to earn relevance by getting close to creators. The direction of who is chasing who has flipped. So when you see a creator standing on the stage that size with access that big, don't file that away as a fun crossover story. File it as evidence. Evidence that the shift I keep talking about in this series isn't coming. Is already here, and it just got impossible to ignore. The living room didn't shrink. It just got handed the biggest stage there is. And so what does this mean to you as a creator who is also trying to get into content creation? It simply means that you don't know who is watching. Institutions are watching, brands are watching, and you could be one of the creators who might get access or get invited to one of the world's biggest stage. And so you should keep creating valuable content and the opportunity will find you. If this connected with you, go check out the rest on this series on the creator economy and where it's actually heading. Subscribe to this channel if you enjoy content or videos like this. Turn on post notification bell to get notified of new uploads on this channel, and give this video a like if you enjoyed this video. Share your thoughts in the comments below as well, and I'll see you in the next one.